Hello and welcome to the first game in a new series for the channel, Rimworld Alpha 15. This is a game that I have very much enjoyed for quite some time, and recently just released a new patch, so we're going to go ahead and get on with that. Oh right. Yeah, no, nothing really needed there. We'll go with the classical thing, and it's not permadeath because there could be shit that goes on. Oh, it does birds now. Interesting. I do like a slightly larger map. And where are we gonna go? Arid shrubland. Year-round growing period, gets very hot, decent amount of rainfall. I don't know. 108 centimeters? That seems like a decent amount of rainfall. Gets quite hot actually, but that'll be the way that it goes. So basically, as long as someone's not incapable of anything, I'm going to keep the first one that they give me. There we go. Alright, good. So 32, 55, 31 stab scar. That'll work totally. What do we got? We've got good shooting, good research and artistic, but good for a lot of things because she's so old. And a very good minor and constructive. That's actually fantastic. Excuse me. That's actually a fantastic trio to start out with, so very lucky in that. 3 of you awake. Yes. Barely get out of the coffin, sorry. Quickly remember, we need to pause everything as soon as they're up. And we'll unforbid all of the bits. A little weird on the frag there. Like, it drags extra, which is fine, I guess. A little strange. Let's go ahead and zoom out and take a look and see if there's any good area for us to set up our initial camp. This looks like it could be good, but it is very close to the edge. And this might also be okay. Although we could just come over here and look to see whether this would be an okay first start, but I'm not particularly comfortable having these guys so close in. Not the greatest map to start with, but we have fantastic colonists, so I think I'm just going to use this zone for our initial start. So first off, we see who is best at shooting. The best shooter is a careful shooter, so that's actually going to be great for her to have the survival rate. You are 4 shooting melee, you are slightly better at melee. Shooting, also an abrasive slope, which is going to be a little bit difficult to deal with, but you should be able to these skills everyone now. Oh, she's amazing. This 55-year-old is going to be our premier colonist. Not great at construction or mining, but oh, she's psychically sensitive, not dull. Oh well, people all have their problems. We have our one pet who is a ward. So we'll go ahead and we'll leave the training off one actually. We need to mine out this. And then we have a little bit of wood. Not a whole lot. We can of course chop down these cacti. That. Then we'll try to make a nice little section. It's been quite a while, I need to remember a lot of these. There, and there, 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 there. That's a decent compound to start out with. And we can have a double door here. and then this will probably be where our kill box is or something. But this is going to be, I think, our initial sleeping section. Furniture. A little while before I'm quite back into everything on this, but should be fine overall. And I would put a torch lamp down, except that that's not really going to be a great idea for start, just because it is already going to be stuff on. It's the middle of winter, but it's already 13 out, so we're going to go ahead and let this play through. They're equipping their items and getting on to work. And we'll go ahead and switch over to manual. Excuse me, manual priorities. Of course, maximum firefight. Patient. Our doctor. Bed rest. Click. And turn off warden for the moment. Turn off handle for the moment. Everyone, well, it'd be great to just have as our constructor and repairer overall, but we'll have everyone do a little bit of constructing. That'll be a slightly lower thing. These guys, though, if they're not going to construct, they need to haul and clean. I'm going to reverse that on these guys. So you're going to haul, you're going to clean, then construct, and then haul, I guess? Yeah, sure, whatever. I'll push you down. Clean, haul, construct. Turn off all of these for them. You will haul after constructing and repairing. You will clean that. And then you'll mine. Actually, no. Cleaning should be slightly low. Yeah. You just mine. If there's something to mine, I want it mined right over. Handling. They're both really good handlers. So, should you warden before you construct? Yes, you're not very good at constructing. Excuse me. And none of these guys are night owls, so I don't have to change that, but I will need to change the actual person. And we've already got a good amount of our walls kicking around, but we are out of wood, it seems, at this point. Oh no, there's still places to cut it down. So. Nobody's skilled for plant cut, though. If I want plants cut, I want plants cut. So go ahead and... Oh. It's the wind, maybe. I have an ostrich inside. Go ahead and mark it to be tamed. Excuse me. And we'll need to get an indoor stockpile kicking around pretty quickly here. We can get these walls finished before the ostrich goes away. That'll be great. Back to the work thing. So, Clerk, Recog. You have a survival rifle. Well, that's perfect. You can go ahead and be a high priority hunter. You will hunt after you haul and after you go. I wish I had more than just the 4 to go with. I will let you guys doctor at 4, just because there are so few of us around. I won't put a word on that. Sure. You should cook. You should cook before you construct. Everyone will have cook put on, but this should be our higher priority. After you have cooked, we need some growing. So before you cook, I think growing just comes next on the list for you. Excuse me. Handling should be around. Hunting. We'll let you hunt if there's something else to do as well. I'm actually gonna put art up at 3 for this guy and research up at 2. So actually, I don't think anything's gonna get done after 2, but In case you don't have a research project, feel free to, handle or hunt or art. Everyone should repair a little bit. Everyone should mine a little bit. And everyone should even grow. Alright, and we got our area. So this is going to be our stockpile. Throw in the door, and then we'll just have a basic stockpile there for the moment. Just going to have all of our bits that we land with. We'll need to get a bigger stockpile up and running fairly soon, but we'll be totally okay with that for the moment. Might want to get another sort of airlock thing kicking around here. Awesome, there and there. I might consider putting a door here. I'll have to think about it. And I should have a door somewhere. Not an airlock door. I suppose this might be our kill zone. We could make a fairly decent box at this point. And double doors would generally prevent people from doing stuff that's too shitty. Although I might want to have kill zone as well. I actually just noticed we have 2 geysers right next to us. That is amazing. Let's go ahead and get some power up and running. We want 1 solar generator where there can't be any production. 1 wind turbine. A similar manner. We might get a 2nd wind turbine. There's a little bit of overlap, but not a whole lot. If we move back 1, this guy receives the same amount of detriment, but less. Do that, and we'll actually cancel this, and just like that. That seems perfect. Actually, we'll cancel both of them, because we can just dig this out. One there, and put 1 here, and then we'll mark these 3 files to be mined, and we will mark them as a no area. Go. Should go here. And he is marked to be tamed. What do we got in the way of meals right now? We have our... Oh wait, no, we still have some more. We got 10, 20, 30, 31 spider meals kicking around at the moment. This is probably safe to be airlocked, but I don't really want to airlock directly into our supply stash, so... Recog, what are you doing? Oh, right. Schedule. Up and moved. Strict, okay. So... So they go to bed in the evening and then sleep until ready. And I like to go ahead and put an hour of joy before they sleep, just because it's good to have that around, especially in the very beginning. I do generally want them to start working pretty early, and then as they need their needs filled, then anything else can just go. We got a good amount of power starting to kick around. We're gonna need some batteries put down. We'll need a butcher table. I want to build maybe a small workshop over here, or this maybe should be our workshop, and we'll start building our bedrooms over here. That's probably better to do. And we'll mine out. So 1, 2, 3, 5 by 5. Actually 6 by 5, yeah. And that'll get us our nice bedroom deal. 1, 2, 3. And we'll go ahead and do our double there. Perfect. have our bedroom set up very quickly. You still looking for wood or something, or is there no wood? Does it all need plant cut? I believe that is the case. More plant cuttings, or rather, upwoodings. We'll just do all that. Should be sufficient. And did our ostrich stay inside? No, our ostrich got out. Are you the tame? No? Where's the one we wanted to tame? Oh, it went over here. I'm gonna unmark this for taming in that case. Looks like we've hauled all of the stuff around. I'm gonna speed up just a touch as we mine and everything. So we've got that going on. And there's another building over here that we could make use of, but I don't think all that worth it. This would be a nice little shortcut to carve out, perhaps. Although I may just save this around and use the secondary kill building to figure out what's inside it. Need batteries. Yes, I'm aware, but carrier wheel. Oh, yeah, that's been there for ages. Now you are going to stay as well. So no hunting around yet. We still have 27 meals, a little bit of time before we gotta really get up on that meal generation. And we'll just let them speed up through the night. Excuse me. Yeah, still plenty of time. I'm gonna go ahead and get some other things lined up. While we do so, we are gonna want the butcher table. Excuse me, in here. I want it around there. Electric stove. Yes, it is close enough to be powered there, so that's perfect. And you can speed up. Assignments with outfits and drug policy. Oh yeah, there's drug policies now. We'll take a look at that in a moment. What is this? You guys should be waking. Slaughter. Feed. Oh, this is things to train them on. Okay, I got it. Research, yeah. Actions. To do. Okay, so new thing is drug policies. So social drugs, no drugs, unrestricted, and 1 drink per day are the ones that currently exist. So social drugs, you may have beer and smoke leaf, which is smoke leaf leaves prepared in small rolls for smoking. The drug improves mood, but also increases appetite, reduces focus, and slows movement. Smoke leaf can produce a dependency, can be produced without equipment at a crafting spot. So extra hunger gives you is that 80% extra joy or 80% of your joy? No, it's not at times. It just puts your joy up to 80%. That seems like what it's going on with. Penalty to moving, penalty to reduce pain, reduced effectiveness of rest, perhaps? Beer, of course, first beverage besides water ever consumed by mankind. Are we moving? Yes. Ever consumed by mankind. Tastes good, but its main effect is intoxication. Alcohol addiction is possible. Small amount of addictiveness. Does not deteriorate outside, so that's good. Okay, so yeah, that's just what it adds to your joy. As a weapon, it gives you melee damage. Interesting. And a little bit of nutrition. Okay. Max points of the object. So we looked at smoke leaf. I believe there was an addictiveness, 1.3%. Okay. So more addictive than beer, but less addictive, I presume, than yayo, which is cocaine, a fine white powder snorted to produce a euphoric high. Reduces the user's need for rest and suppresses pain. It is, however, addictive. It's quite addictive. puts the joy up to the same as a smoke loop, a little bit more valuable. Bonus to moving, half pain, 40%. Maybe it adds 40% to your rest, so you don't need to sleep as much, and your tiredness is multiplied by a third, I think. How those stats should be interpreted. Flake. A flaky substance that can be smoked to induce a short but powerful euphoric state. While it is cheap to produce, it is exceptionally addictive. And yes, that is measured in the stats, 20% addictiveness. Sets your joy to 70%, not quite as much as the Yayo or the Smoke Leaf. Halves pain, increases rest. So it's like cocaine or Yayo, but more addictive and gives you less rest and is a little bit harder, or a little bit easier to make it. Go Juice. A synthetic combat drug developed for Space Marines during the early days of interplanetary warfare. Go Juice blocks pain and increases the user's melee and shooting abilities. It also enhances movement speed. Military chemists who created it were never able to remove its addictiveness. Some saw this as a downside, others saw it as a benefit. So it improves consciousness, which I believe improves your movement rate and your work rate and your shooting and your melee and basically everything. Joy isn't quite as high, but it does come around. A very valuable chemical. Increases your movement rate additionally over the consciousness. It reduces your pain to 10% of its normal one, so it's definitely a very good combat drug, and improves your rest. Very valuable. That might be worth making ourselves. Wake Up. An addictive stimulant fills the need for rest and allows users to work for extended periods without getting tired. Addiction causes reduced mental performance and sometimes psychotic breaks with reality. Global work speed plus 50%, consciousness plus 10%. Relatively addictive. Increases movement rate and completely fills the rest meter. And I believe tiredness would be reduction in the rest meter, so it reduces the rate at which you lose rest by 20%. It's very good, but not very valuable. Malaria Block. A drug for blocking malaria. Take every 5 days to keep malaria away. Well, I believe we should make that, especially given that we're in a tropical region. Think of anything else? That's deterioration rate. Okay, that's way outside. Luciferium. This sounds good. A concoction of advanced glitter world medicines that dramatically improve the body's function in all respects. Unfortunately, without the moderating effects of regular doses every 5 or 6 days, the mechanites lose cohesion, causing continuous berserk rages and eventually death. Nice. After the first dose, there's no way to get the mechanites out, ever. On the herb worlds, they call Luciferium the devil's bargain. Many have been forced to kill friends when no more of the seductive red pills could be found. Addictiveness 100%, so they will get addicted. Blood filtration plus 70%, blood pumping plus 15%, breathing plus 10%, consciousness plus 25%, hearing plus 20%, metabolism plus 20%, moving plus 25%, 20% reduction to pain and 20% increase in sight. That is a very strong drug, and I believe the filtration and pumping and everything actually increase your other stats as well as buy. So it's very interesting. Interesting. Well, I'll leave social drugs on, because those seem fine. And we might start making some of these. The Luciferium seems really difficult for its value, but the was it Go Juice? Yes, Go Juice. The combat drug is nicely valuable. So we'll see if we can figure out how to make that. Meanwhile, our colonists have woken up, and okay, she'll wake up very soon. See what her needs are. She's finished her rest. So as the characters wake up, I'm going to go ahead and pause it before we get to the next day and end this episode here. If you enjoyed, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.